the timelines have changed. The December 2024 solstice is going to catalyze huge changes in our society. Preparedness is the key. But if you are prepared, this can be the biggest breakthrough, biggest spiritual upgrade of your entire lifetime. So let me share with you the messages as well as 3 things that we need to do to prepare for these new energies that are coming in. And this is going to be a big energy shift so that we can achieve spiritual ascension and 5D consciousness. Now, I have very limited time, so the easiest way and the most time-effective way for me to do this video is to read directly from my notes. So I hope that's okay, but I'm going to do this. So huge changes are coming, and I don't think anyone knows exactly how this is all going to play out. We just know that everything is changing right now. But I can tell you this, the frequencies affecting the earth and the collective consciousness are so high that they can no longer support the old ways of the earth that were built on the foundation of greed and corruption and power over others. So the foundations are going to disintegrate in this higher frequencies, and these old structures of society are going to fall to be replaced by new ones supported by the higher frequencies that are now starting to affect our world. So we know that everything's going to change. A lot of things are going to be upended. There's a lot of different psychics and mediums and channels that are giving us similar information to myself, but there's always some differences depending on the channel, so we don't know exactly what's going to happen. We want to be prepared. So back to my notes. This will give rise to new structures in global affairs that are more fair and compassionate for everyone, but as the old falls, there will be much chaos and confusion, and it will be hard for many. So we'll explain in a moment what spiritual work you can do to prepare to catalyze your ascension while adding positive energy to the collective to help the transitions in our societies to happen more smoothly. So the timelines are always changing, and as we change in consciousness, it changes what's going to happen in the future by changing the now. So the more we can raise the vibration, the easier the transition is going to happen. And that's already in progress. So consider these facts now. Higher frequencies are affecting everyone, the highest that we've ever experienced, but our physical bodies and our minds are creatures of habit and they resist change. The clearer your vessel is, the more you'll benefit from the new frequencies, which can catalyze spiritual awakening as well as healing and other miracles. The more you resist and the more obstructions that you have in your body and your fields, the more it's going to hurt. So in other words, clear your vessel. We're going to talk about that in a second. We are moving into the ascension, 5D New Earth, whatever you want to call it. But you can't take the old dense energies of the old earth with you. So you have to step outside of those old stories and those old cycles to ascend. It's easier now than it's ever been for spiritual ascension, but you have to clear your vessel. You have to do the work. So we are unedited and uncut today. So I recommend you start doing these things now. Firstly, understand you have to accept discomfort as part of the process. When you start to change your energy, your subconscious resists, your ego resists, and it's uncomfortable. It's just a survival instinct. And, when we start to clear our vessels, when we start to get very present, very meditative, we dissolve the filters between conscious and subconscious. So the stuck subconscious patterns, the cogs, the blocks, the old stories start to rise to the surface, and we feel anxiety, depression, and other uncomfortable feelings. So we have to learn to breathe through this. We have to accept discomfort as part of this process. So the first thing to do is to do your shadow integration work. It's the subconscious shadows from this and other lifetimes that creates the cogs in your energy fields. That's personally and on a collective level also, and a generational and in the earth fields as well. On the word I'm looking for is ancestral. So the shadows, the cogs in your energy field robs you of your health and happiness and your ability to ascend. So these are why we have to integrate the shadows to clear them. And you don't, you don't chase them away. You integrate them with love. You integrate them into the heart, and it becomes your best teacher. And through that integration, you're able to understand, you're able to transcend the old shadows, and you're able to call back some of the lost soul parts from traumas in this another lifetime. So shadow integration work is really, really important. Now remember, you can't take these shadows into New Earth. You want to ascend gracefully, do your shadow integration work. And we are going to leave a playlist of shadow integration exercises for you at the end of this video. So that's number one. Our shadow aspects vibrate at a frequency that keeps you held at bay, and you cannot take these old energies into New Earth. I can't stress this enough. All right, so that's just my notes. The second thing that we need to do is to practice presence every day. That's meditation, but taking meditation into the world with you. So develop a meditation practice. Learn to be present. Learn to sit and not think. When we have conscious thoughts, we block the energies. We block our connection to our higher selves. We block these higher frequencies. Again, it can hurt. So the more you practice meditation and presence, and do this every day, the less in conscious thought you are, and the more fluid your energy fields become, and you access spirit or the quantum field more easily. Remember, these higher frequencies want to purge. They will purge all the cogs and negative programs and patterns so you can heal and ascend, but you have to develop presence. Otherwise, you won't be open or fluid enough for the new frequencies to clear you and to upgrade you. So practice presence. Every time you think about it, stop your thoughts, be aware of your breath, your body, the space around your body. Stay in presence until something takes you out of that. And the next time you think about it, do it again. Make this something you do every day, and then it becomes a habit. Then after a while, a habit becomes a program, and voila, you're more present, you're more open, you're more connected to spirit, you get more information from above, and you allow these higher frequencies to flow through you to help you to ascend. So that's number two. Number three is practice heart-brain coherence, or an equivalent practice. And we talk about these things all the time. It's more important now than ever to put that into practice. Cultivating the heart is of prime importance. Hearts cannot be programmed. There's a lot of negative programming out there. And we have a lot of childhood programs also. But the heart can't be programmed. Only the subconscious mind can. And science has proven now that the heart is stronger than the brain. So when you bring your heart into vibrational coherence, you bring the brain into coherence, and you resist and purge the programming. So what's a coherent heart? Hearts like to love. Nothing in spirituality is complicated. All very, very simple. Simplicity is the key. Hearts love. Hearts feel gratitude. Hearts feel compassion. You hold those frequencies. You do that as part of a meditation. So let me get back to my notes. So the heart cannot be programmed. So when you bring your heart into vibrational coherence, you bring the brain into coherence, and you resist and purge the programming. You tap into the higher frequencies of gratitude, the master frequency, and you heal. You create your dreams, and you ascend. So these are the three important things to practice. Do your shadow integration work, clear those old energies, those lower frequencies, so you can ascend into higher frequencies. Practice presence so you're fluid and you can feel and allow the flow to work through you to further purge the old, to further help you to ascend. And the heart is the portal to spirit. When you open the heart center, you connect more with spirit in the quantum field, and you connect more with higher information. You understand the processes going on. Your life calling, your life mission in New Earth and these new frequencies starts to become unveiled for you. You start to remember who you are, why you're here, and how to ascend. And the spiritual awakening happens. And the more of you that awaken, the more easier it's going to be for others to awaken. So the more that awaken, the easier it is. And it's going to be a collective awakening. And these old things that are unfair in our society, like, the way the governments, the pharmaceutical companies, the whole nine, and the fact that we have the resources for everybody to be happy and well fed, and they're not. All this plays into the old earth, the old paradigm of greed and power over others. But the new paradigm of the new earth is bringing power back to the people, back to the individual, and into that group and collective consciousness. And that's where we're heading. So this is going to be a solstice to remember and do this work. And you're going to have amazing things happen in your spiritual life as well as your physical life to reflect the positive spiritual strides that you're taking. So that's what I have for you. So I've got 2 playlists for you to work with. One is for shadow integration work. The other is for heart brain coherence. Do these things. You're worthy. You deserve it. I love you. Happy solstice, everybody.